Welcome again, everyone. My name is Sethi Hillier. I'm the founder and CEO of OneMob. I also am joined with my teammate Nico. So, any questions you have on chat, Nico will be on standby. He can help address these questions. So, today we're going to talk about OneMob, our platform, how we've partnered with NSA to really help speakers like you get more gigs, stand out, and ultimately convert faster. So, let's jump into the agenda. We'll talk about why video matters and how it's really going to help speakers. And then we'll talk about the key features of our platform that you can leverage today to really help you get more gigs, help you stand out. And then I want to finalize with a actionable plan that you can all take advantage of over the next 3 months. So I'm really excited and honored to be joined by a dear friend and an amazing speaker and a successful speaker because of the power of video. So I want to kick it over to Shari Levitin. She talks a lot about how video has made a huge impact in her business. And so I'll go ahead now and I'm going to just stop sharing, hand it over to you, Shari, so you can take it over. Thank you.
Thanks, Sethi. And yes, video has changed my life. About 8 years ago, I was doing newsletters, all the things speakers do, and spending all this money. And I'm not talking about a sizzle reel, but trying to get noticed on social media, trying to get awareness. And a friend dared me to make a video and post it online. And I thought, that's ridiculous. I'm not going to do that. And besides, I look like hell. I happened to be hiking, and he dared me to post it at that very moment. And I love a good dare, so I did it. I posted a dumb video, uploaded it to Facebook, and I couldn't believe what happened next. We got more views from a single posted video than I had gotten from a year's worth of newsletters. And since then, we've been using video in every part of our sales process, not just for thought leadership, but all the way through, which Sethi will go through. I want to say because of video, 90% of all our leads for speaking gigs are inbound because of video. And we're starting to find we're converting more than anybody else because we're so differentiated. And I want you to think about this. And I've got a quick little slideshow. Sethi's only giving me 5 minutes. So we're going to go really quick, which you all know is a little challenging for a speaker, but we're going to go ahead and do that. And what I wanted to say is think about it for a minute. We're all speakers, and I think it's important. Present review, there we go. I think it's important to think about it this way. When you're a speaker, we are selling ourselves, especially if it's for a keynote or for training. And I want you to imagine for a moment when you go to a mall, for example, and they give you those hot, warm cookies. You know, what do? You go, oh my God, this is good. I'm going to buy the whole box because we got a taste test. They're not giving you a one sheet or an email about a cookie. They're giving you the cookie. It gives them a bite. Meeting planners, bureaus, companies, they want to see you. They want to see our charisma, our presence, our energy. And so video, I want you to think of it like a cookie. It's your taste test. Now, I'm going to take 3 minutes and go through very quickly some of the most important reasons why video can change your speaking business and your income. And these are just facts. So we're going to go ahead and look. Number one, it's still novel. Less than 10% of speakers are actually using video. So if it's between you and another speaker, which is very competitive today, who are they going to trust? The one that sends them a boring AI generated email, or somebody who's got a video? And Sethi's going to show you in an entire microsite where you can put in testimonials, you can put in clips from conferences, you can even put in a proposal. And the best part is you can track, measure, and monitor who opened and how much they opened. I woke up yesterday morning, we had sent 5 OneMobs, and I noticed 3 of the people had clicked 8 times. Well, who am I going to call first this morning? The people that are most engaged. So it also helps you protect your time. 3 times the open rate. If you're like most people, it's really hard to get people to open emails today, to answer phone calls. 3 times higher open rate. Enough said. I think the big thing for us as speakers is increased trust. We've all heard the statistic that communication is 7% verbal, 38% tonality, and 55% body language. So if we're not using video, we're missing 55% of our ability to communicate with our prospects. Here's a big one, way more memorable. I can't tell you how many people are like, wow, that was cool. People haven't seen video, and I'm not talking about a link. It's like a video shows up in their inbox. It's pretty cool. I've got a stat here. A 1 minute video equals 1.8 million words of retention. Pretty cool. Okay, I'm going to take another 45 seconds here. This is huge. If you're selling to big companies, this helps you gain consensus. How many times are you talking to an event planner or you're talking to somebody in corporate and they got to run it up the flagpole? Well, do you want them running your words up a flagpole or a video that helps you help them to sell? Now, I'm going to turn it back over to Sethi. If you'd like to hear more, I did present a whole session on selling with video at Influence, and it's in the vault. But I want to leave you with this. If a picture's worth 1,000 words, what's a video worth? Well, I can tell you for our speaking business, a lot. As I said, 90% of all of our leads are from video. And I am certain that they've helped us close deals where the competition was fierce. And I have Sethi and OneMob to thank for that. So Sethi, back to you.
Thank you so much, Shari. Perfect. Okay, so I will quickly reshare my screen. So, you heard it here first through Shari. And as mentioned, there is a full recording of the session that was done at Influence in the chat. I want to just quickly show this other slide from Shari's session, which I think is a fantastic way of thinking about when to use video. Shari's talked about the why. And again, we all see the value of video. I'm sure many of us, when we go home, like the first thing we want to do is watch Netflix and reading a book. Like video is captivating. So to be able to give something like that to your prospects, your clients, I mean, it's really going to level up, especially in a world where 99% of the emails are still text-based. But Shari's done a really great job of like laying out, like, when would I use video across the funnel? You can even scan this QR code. Don't worry, I'll be sharing the presentation as well. So you'll have access to that. Yeah, so we talked about why video matters. Again, people buy from people that they know, they like, they trust. And even if you don't have a relationship with those buyers today, your awareness campaigns that you're running, it's only building you more street cred. So what I want to do now is talk about the specific things that OneMob can do in the platform that can help you today. There's a lot that you can do, and we're going to go through a demonstration. But as you can see here, just a visual, what Shari mentioned is this is more than just recording a video. This is creating an experience, right? And we want to really envelop that person who's watching your video and who then has questions. They'll want to be able to maybe interact with you, check out your resources. And so OneMob is going to allow you to build these videos, these microsites, add specific features like subtitles and dubbing, and use some pretty powerful AI to help make your videos look quick, clean, and professional. And we've recently added the ability to even add AI agents. So think about that experience where someone has questions, maybe you're not available. How powerful would it be for you to create an agent that could address some of those initial questions and help qualify those leads and do the discovery? You'll be able to do that really quickly. And then the best part is these videos, these microsites, they have a lot of mileage. So you should be thinking about all the different channels where you can share them and how you can do that really easily from OneMob, and then ultimately get analytics and tracking. So I'd like to talk about just a couple of key use cases to think about as I show you the demonstration. Think about just some of these things that you're probably doing today, and how you can then start to leverage OneMob to make them more of a process-driven approach. So creating pitches, sharing these with, again, clear call to actions, Shari mentioned about proposals, right? How many of you are in meetings, clients asking for more details, how you can put that all together in one place. Why? Because a lot of times there's multiple decision makers and these proposals need to be moved, and you want to know who those folks are, how you'll be able to run various campaigns and then repurpose this for social and other types of outbound channels. And then finally, how you can quickly turn on the agents to answer those questions or qualify those leads. So in this demonstration, I'm going to show you how you'll quickly sign up, get into the platform. We'll create a video. We'll talk about some of the cool features that you can do with AI, and then we'll put it all together on a really nice microsite that I can share on social, email, and even personalize the thumbnail so it feels like it's very tailored to that audience. And as always, we don't have a lot of time, but there's a lot more we can show you. And that's why I wanted to invite Nico, because if you do have any specific questions, we're more than happy to walk you through a longer demo. So let's switch gears here, and I'm going to hop out of this. So the first thing that you'll want to do to leverage OneMob is just go to the platform and then click sign up for free. And again, you'll be able to take advantage of the special promotion that you get as an NSA member. Once you log into the platform, the first thing that you'll see is your visitors, because at the end of the day, we want to let you know who you need to focus on. Who are your leads? Who are the people that are engaged? And so that's the first thing that you'll see. And then from here, you'll be able to quickly and easily create content, videos, microsites, campaigns, and run that. So let's just go through a scenario where I wanted to create an awareness campaign, and I want to put something out on social, and I also want to share it with some clients. So what I'll do is I'll start by recording a video. And so I can record a video using the webcam, the screen. I can also do a screen recording and show my face. And I can also upload videos. So many of you out there might already have a lot of videos. You can quickly upload them. And then from our platform, you can share them through other means. You can do some editing, and you can do a lot of other features we'll talk about. So for this example, I'm just going to go ahead and record using the webcam. And I'll go ahead here and click record. And before I click record, there are some things that you can do. You know, if you want to have a virtual background, you can quickly add that as well. I would say the most common feature is the teleprompter, because again, even though you guys are great on stage, sometimes just thinking of what to say on the fly can be a little tricky. So you can write a script. You can grab a script that you've made, or again, using AI, you could just tell AI to write you a script, kind of like you would with ChatGPT, and it'll do it, create it for you. So I'll just grab a script that I've already made and go ahead and select that. So my script's ready to go. I can mess with the different settings on the font size or the scroll speed, and then I'll go ahead and click record. So it'll give me 3 seconds to count down. And then don't worry about looking at the camera. You can literally focus on the words, make sure you get everything right, and you don't have to worry about your eyes, because we'll fix that for you. And then once you're done, you'll go ahead and just click pause and you can proceed. I'll give it a name, and then I'll go ahead and save it. And if you need to trim out the video, maybe you made a mistake in the middle or at the edges, you can do that really easily. You can even add a watermark. So if you want to really promote your brand on every asset that you put out there, you can do that really easily. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a microsite. And again, think of a microsite as just the way that I want to share this video. And so when you build a microsite, it typically will start with just some default settings, your branding, and some call to actions so they can reply or forward this. But what is really powerful is thinking about, well, what else do I want to share besides just my video? What other types of resources? So this example, I'm going to grab a template, and you can create as many templates as you want. So I have one here for NSA. And if I select this, you know, boom, my whole microsite's been built. It's added some buttons for me. It's added some content, some different types of testimonials and resources. So you can build, you know, whatever you want onto the microsite. You can add buttons, content, you can embed forms, calendars, you name it. So now that I've done that, all I have to do is just add my main video. So I'll go ahead and click the featured item. Again, we saw how you can record. So I could also import, upload files, things like that. So I'll grab a video I already made earlier, and I'll go ahead and insert this. And you'll see in this example, not only do I have the video, but I've also modified it, and I'll show you how you can do that really easily. I've been able to change the background, and I've been able to fix the eye contact. And I've also added just a little floating message there that will really call out the person when they see their name. So I'll save this, and that microsite is ready to go. So I can do a lot of different things. So the first thing I can do is I can run an email campaign. So I'll go ahead and share this with a new campaign. I'm going to add some contacts. So I'll just grab some contacts I normally share here. And this is going to send it to these individuals all at once. And you can upload a huge list of emails. You can even verify the emails to make sure that they're actually accurate and then go through the process of sending it. So I'll go ahead and send this out and I'll just call this, demo for NSA and click send. Or I can also schedule it too. So this is a really common way of getting a microsite out. You just share it through an email campaign and boom, it's ready to go. But think about all the other ways that you might want to share this. You might have an event coming up and you might want to create some flyers. With a push of a button here, boom, I can generate a QR code. And so this QR code, I can copy it. I can put it wherever I want. In fact, if you guys want, you can even scan this on your on the screen right now, and it will take you to the microsite, and I'll be able to start tracking your engagement. The other thing that I can do is I can post this on social. So I can go here to share and say social post, and I have LinkedIn, YouTube. So if I do LinkedIn here, I already have a prompt that I've written. But again, if I want, I can use AI to write me another version of this. And then all I have to do is I can click schedule or post, and this will post straight to LinkedIn. As well as YouTube. So you can just choose the different channels. We have LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, etc. And it's posting not just the post, it's posting the raw video. So that way these platforms will give you more attention because they want not just the links, but they want the video. So I've done a few things here. I've talked about QR codes, posting on social and email. Let me show you what the email looks like. So remember when we talked about having that personal touch, we want that from the beginning. Not just in the email, but we also want that in the thumbnail. And you can see here, I have, hi, Richard. It says this. And I know a question came up about security. This is what's really important. We are not sending a video file. There is no attachments here. This is just a link and an image. And typically because of that, it's a very low payload. So once they click on this, they go straight to the microsite. And now we can engage. I'll turn this down. They can watch the video. You can see here I've used some subtitling, but not only am I subtitling this in English, we can subtitle this in any language. So if I don't know French, German, you can choose any of the languages that you want, and boom, now you've made your content global. In fact, I can even go one step further. So I'm going to take this to the beginning. I'm going to turn on the sound, and I'm going to show you how I can also dub myself. So here's English.
Shari Levitin from OneMob, and we've partnered with the NSA. Hemos asociado con la NSA para darte el poder del video y destacar entre la multitud. Pour vous démarquer et décrocher plus de contrats, parce que vous êtes le produit et le meilleur moyen de montrer votre vidéoこそが最高の自己表現手段です。マイクロサイトで魅力的なビデオを作成。
So I wish I was that talented, but I'm absolutely not. But you can see if you need to create content for any language, you can do that really easily, not just in the subtitles, but also in the dubbing. And then here on the microsite, again, I'm telling them to watch the video, but I also have some call to action buttons. So I have a button here that will send me to a destination. I have, a link here with some demos and recordings. I have an example of Shari that she's used. So here, this has become kind of just a collection of different resources. If there's questions that they have, they can go ahead here and tap this and say, yeah, sounds great. Let's chat. They can also send files back. Maybe in this conversation, you're asking, hey, I need some other resources. They can send videos or documents back if you want to use this as a file exchange. And again, we heard about a lot of times you have multiple buyers in the motion. So you have a button here where you can forward this. And what's great is if the person forwards it, we're tracking all of the new people it's going to. So that's just a quick experience of what the microsite will look like from the moment you get the email to when they land on it. Now, if I go back to OneMob, I can start to see under my performance, I've sent 5 emails, I've gotten 3 opens, and I can see my visitors. And then if I go to the visitor tab, I can see who they are. I can see that, I've already been kind of doing a lot as this lead of mine. I can quickly tap on the follow-up button from here and connect with them on LinkedIn, email them, or call them. I can even go down to the activities and see exactly who is doing what, how long did they watch the video, what time did they drop off. And I can even start to see like across the microsite, which content is resonating the most, like what is people really drilling into, and maybe what's some stuff that I should take down or, double down on. And so this is just a quick kind of walkthrough on how you'll create the content and how you'll share it and how you can track it. And the last thing I want to show you before we go back to the slides and take questions is, I made that video in the platform, but once you upload it or create it in OneMob, you'll be able to go to this section here called Edit. And here's where you can start to do things like AI to fix the eye contact or enhance the audio or to change the background with or without a green screen. So you can do that all in the platform. You can do trimming in the platform. You can merge videos together, and you can also choose your subtitles and dubbing. You would just essentially choose the languages that you want, and then you would have, as you can see, a lot of different languages that you can choose from, and then you could choose which ones you also want to allow for dubbing. So from a content creation standpoint, really easy. I like to think of us like a simpler iMovie. And then from a sharing and tracking standpoint, you'll get all of those visitors and analytics here. And then the final thing is we've just released some integration. So we're partnering with SpeakerFlow. So you can take our data and you can log it back into Zoho and SpeakerFlow, Dynamics. And then in this example, I just have Salesforce. So we're continuing to add more CRM integrations. And you can see that what will happen is everything from the email being sent, opened, videos being watched, buttons being clicked, all of this activity will be logged back into Zoho, SpeakerFlow, Salesforce, Dynamics, so that you can see all of that in one system of record. All right. I know I went through a lot. So again, just to kind of recap, we went through, how you will use the platform to create the content and how you can use AI to, again, fix things like eye contact or sound or the background, how you can then put them together on these really simple to build microsites that could be templatized. And then again, it really allows you to have one destination to allow your clients to experience, more than just the video, how you can leverage dubbing, subtitles to really reach a larger audience, how you can share on various social media channels, and then how you can even customize the thumbnail so that it feels very personal from the start. So the last thing I want to talk about for questions is just what's your plan going forward? Again, you all have access to our platform for 3 months. You have a special promo code that you can take advantage of. So if you look at this the next 30 days, I'd recommend signing up, get into the platform. We are here to help. So you can easily schedule time with us and our team, and we'll walk you through either the platform or help you build your first template. And think about, again, which of those use cases from Shari that, she mentions like would be the best one for you. Is it your pitch? Is it, a follow-up, a confirmation? These are, we've tried to put as many examples for you so that you can see which ones resonate. Build out your microsite. If you want to leverage the AI agents, I know because of time, we didn't really go into it, but we're happy to show you that feature. And then really a lot of this is going to be deploying and looking at the data, because it's the data that's going to help you figure out who to focus on and who to continue nurturing. So with that, to get started, you'll go to onemob.com/NSA, or you can just go to the members benefit site and you'll be able to grab there. Again, leverage us to help you with the building your template and onboarding. And again, just think about, this is your chance to use video to be found, to be hired, and to be unforgettable. So I'm seeing there's a lot of questions. Nico, are there any questions that you want to bring up from the chat?
Celine, you actually mentioned most of the questions. The one question was just sharing a OneMob microsite or video with your YouTube channel.
Yeah. So again, all you'll do is you'll be in OneMob back on that microsite. And then when you're ready, you will just click on the option here, share social, and then you can choose again which channel you want to use. So the YouTube one I did. And so now if I go to YouTube and I go to our OneMob channel, you should see that post under videos. Yeah, here it is. So this was just posted right now.
Hey, this is Seth Hillier from...
And you can see that it posted not just the video, but it also posted the post, and it posted the microsite, because again, the video is the hook, but then as they read, they want to learn more, boom, they get taken to your microsite. And so always think about the microsite as the engine for conversion. I did see a question that came up saying, well, do you need to take advantage of the promo code today? No, you are members. So the moment you're ready to sign up, you'll get the promo code and then you'll start your 3 months. So, if today is not the day to start, not a problem. You'll be able to take advantage of it once you sign up and use the promo code, and that will be your start date.
Another question was just white labeling the URL. So yes, you can create your own subdomain when signing up with OneMob, as well as when you create a new link to a microsite, you can actually customize that link as well.
Great point. Yeah. So, in our example, our subdomain is go.onemob.com. For Shari, it's sharilevitin.onemob.com. So you'll set that up. And then, as Nico just mentioned, you can change the token. So if you want to make it really personal, I could, maybe I'm making something for a company, Acme. I can literally put that in, create the link, and that will be a branded URL specifically for them. I saw something about max video length. So you can record up to 30 minutes on our platform, and you can upload videos of really any length. Does it integrate with Zoho SpeakerFlow? Absolutely. So again, once you connect to you'll go to your admin settings, and then from the admin settings, you have the various CRMs you can choose. And again, we support right now Zoho, Salesforce. Zoho is part of SpeakerFlow and Dynamics. What else? And yeah, any training. So I know we talked about a lot, and there's a lot you can do in the platform. So again, if you have any questions about getting up to running, up to speed, there's lots of resources. Some people like to read. So we have a great help center with a ton of videos and how-tos. Otherwise, you can contact our team and we'll schedule, an onboarding session with you. And I want to be respectful of Shari's time. Again, she's been so fantastic, and she really can, empathize with everything that you are all going through. So I know she has to drop off soon. So if you have any questions specifically for Shari, please let her know as well. All right, well, I think we're getting close to the end. Oh, go ahead.
City, there was one question about the maximum video length. If you're recording a video in OneMob, it's an hour. And I've never gone past 2 minutes. So that's an hour is a very long time. And then also, if you're uploading a video, there is a limit of 2 GB per video that you upload to the platform. So if you've already got a video and it's less than 2 gigs, you can upload it easily and then use it as you would use a video that was recorded in OneMob.
Exactly. So just to be respectful, I just want to make sure that everyone knows. So you just go to onemob.com/NSA. Here you'll be able to just quickly get an intro, as well as take advantage of the promotion. That's also has the ability here to watch a demo or schedule training with our team. And then again, you have some of these great examples from Shari. So bookmark that link when you're ready to go. And, let us know how we can help you on your journey. Again, I tell people, when it comes to video, don't let perfection be the enemy of good. A lot of this is just the consistency, right? And the muscle memory will come with time. I used to think about having the perfect script. Now, for me, it's just more about what is it that I'm trying to relay. I think about the camera as not as this thing that's recording me, but I think of it as someone I'm talking to, which makes my videos a lot more conversational and easier to get out there. Kind of helps me get past, tripping on my words. So just keep this in mind. But I guarantee you, the more you record, your 5th, your 10th, your 20th video will get better. And then as your customers, as your prospects see this consistency on your channels, you'll start to attract a lot more opportunities, and you'll ultimately generate more gigs.